passive about it. Clever marketing is always going to be the keen interest to any marketer these days, because simply an advert doesn't work. So things like YouTube, stream video, it's all getting more advanced, so there's going to be more clever marketing, and you'll find that with clever marketing there'll be no point for ad blocker, because at the end all the adverts will be in content, and it's not a new thing. It's certainly grown in popularity, but certainly the ASBN is a good point. Going back to the subject, will people actually watch on the TV, be forced to watch these adverts, when most people spend the time on the PC and they could use ad blocker and get no adverts? So certainly affects that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen one or two recently that what I like to call reward ads, where I've got there and it's basically just a quick message that says, thanks for not using an ad blocker, thumbs up to you, good citizen. And I do feel a bit like, it's all a trick, and there's actually no advert. I get rewarded with a thumbs up from somebody. But I don't know, perhaps it's just that I'm lazy, because I do other stuff that isn't supposed to be done on the internet. But I mean, ad blocker, I've never really looked into it, because I mean, sometimes they do get a bit invasive at certain events. I'm not going to name names, but these ads on people's streams, they do get them an income, don't they? Or, I mean, my stream is not high enough up scale for me to know. I'm just a simple normal stream. I'm not a day 9 stream or anything like that. So do these streams actually pay out? I mean, you hear about the amount of money some of the players in stock to make out of their streams, and that revenue comes from ads, doesn't it? Or does it come from somewhere else as well?
It's ads. A lot of them have ads. It just depends who it is.
Definitely gets like $30 per ad that he shows.
It's very minimal amount you get to actually make any money from an advert from an event organizer or a caster. You have to have a regular viewership with bigger numbers. I mean, people like Destiny will make money off 3,000-4,000, but he's streaming up to 8-10 hours a day at a time. So he's constantly running ads for long periods at a time, so he makes money that way. But the big events, the adverts aren't going to make them a huge amount of money. You get about maybe 10 cents, 5 pence maximum per viewer on an ad. Normally it's about 1 penny, 1 cent. It's not very much, but in numbers it does add up, and it's an extra income for everyone. So certainly don't use ad blocker, but the thing is all these people will make a lot more money out of something else. It's just that streaming and ads are an extra way of making an income, which is great for everyone involved.
Yeah, okay. I mean, some of the naughty things that I come across recently, because I'm a little bit out of touch, it's like getting around membership fees with like special codes and like pirate streams and stuff. How do we all feel about these sort of things when we're offered, say we're watching MLG and the quality is appalling, and somebody's got a full proper HD version running, and they're like, come and watch my stream, or I've got this code that'll get you a gold membership or whatever, not just for MLG but anything. How do we feel about those? Just generally.
I'm leery. One is because I don't want to take, I guess because my concept is this, I'm taking away something from somebody. The promoters, they're doing what they can. They want the money from you. So it's not like an exorbitant amount of money, depending on what it is that you're looking for that they want. But I don't know. Maybe it's because all had it. I just don't like, I have a great stream. Well, what are you doing with that stream? What's that about? I don't know. I'm just leery because I don't want to go on somebody else's stream. What if something goes wrong? I don't feel right doing it. I mean, that's for me. I mean, I don't know other people. Probably other people do it, and that's cool. That's cool. But I just, I'll put up. My thinking is this: I've watched really bad, ugly movies that are copied down, and I think of it. If I like the movie the way it is, all tore up, all bad quality, and everything else, then I'll put up with a bad stream because I can hear what's going on. So that to me is good enough. At least to me. I don't know about, like I said, other folks.
Okay. What about everybody else? Or do we agree?
I would say that it's up to the person that managing the stream to make it a quality that we would consider watchable. If somebody else is producing something better and we're naturally going to go to that better stream. I mean, you shouldn't have to pay to be able to just watch the stream. If it's that big of a difference, they need to bring up the lower level just a tiny bit more, so that we won't bother going to people that are legal.
Good. Okay. Do you agree, Nick, or want to bring in anything else?
I mean, the one thing Blizzard does for StarCraft 2 and most likely take across to other games is that all event organisers have to offer a free quality stream. So GOM cannot solely create membership plans without a free quality. MLG can't. So you're always going to have that, but you'll have adverts. So the thing is we're being protected in a way, and these adverts are the way of paying rather than a membership. So people shouldn't really abuse it, but at the end, it's the same as again, if people are getting promotion codes and taking money off organisers, then, it's up to them to be clever about it. I mean, certainly GOM, I know they don't do any watching of account sharing, and I know a lot of people who share accounts, but to them, they would rather have the $7 off 4 years than nothing. So, every little bit of income, and they expect, as the same as every game organiser, that some people will take advantage, and it doesn't bother them, it doesn't affect them too much at a bigger level.
Okay. Well, I mean, just coming back to the ads, Zayla in the chat says that Twitch TV's ads aren't that annoying in comparison to other places, and actually I agree, because they tend to be quite quick and they're gone. But also, just coming back to what Nick's just said, I would actually rather watch ads than pay a membership. But I know some people that wouldn't. They'd say I'd rather pay a membership and have no ads, which is perfect. That's why hopefully we always get the choice, like Nick says, and then all is well with the world. But yes, right. Now, where am I? Oh yes. Right. So basically, we're saying behave yourselves. No one is perfect, but the more we help esports, the more we can help the scene grow, and well, good things do usually come back to you. So we'll leave that where it is. Now, second topic, something again maybe we're all guilty of, perhaps not. Exercise. You may think, what the hell is she talking about? What does exercise have to do with gaming? Well, to become a better gamer, maybe quite a bit. I mean, first, does anyone here regularly exercise before I get into this?
Regular exercise, but the military kind of makes me, so.
Okay.
No. I'm trying to be better at it, but unfortunately, no.
What about you, Nick?
It's a subject I should do, but I generally don't have the time.
Same here. I'm in that boat. Briscoe's in a different boat. Us three are in this boat right here, where we should, but we don't. And Shanny Six is in that boat with you, Briscoe. He says he does regularly. They do regularly, so that's brilliant.
I know, we're starting a competition.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of exercise. I follow his Twitter about his calorie and all that good stuff.
But we've got two boats going now, so well, I frankly do, like I say, nothing that you would consider regular exercise. I mean, I'm no gym instructor, I'm not a doctor, so we're just giving general chat and advice about what we may do. But, I mean, if anyone's like me, you'll sit at the computer all day and possibly all night, and it's obvious we're not getting much exercise done. I'm not one of these girls that's obsessed with weight and diets, etc. I just can't be bothered. I want to eat whatever I want. I like oatcakes too much, and burgers and all that stuff. I just love the food. And I want to do something interesting with exercise. But, I mean, I've seen some Team Liquid threads about people who are like, yeah, we should all start exercising, and it's like a regular Team Liquid thread thing for each year where the New Year's resolution is to start exercising and getting the community to get moving, which I thought was brilliant. I didn't actually follow it, but it was a brilliant idea. It just didn't come off on me. But it's supposed to air your brain out if you're doing it outside, which I tend not to. But, well, I mean, reaction times, maybe they're increased when we're in shape and the brain is more than ready to get going. And maybe when you're having one of those really bad days where you've just lost 18, 20 games in a row, and you want to kill Terrans and throw Protoss at a wall and crush them. And when you've had one of those days, maybe when you've exercised, it'll just give you that little more stamina to pick yourself up again. I mean, there is apparently simple ways to do it. If any of us take the bus, you get off the bus and stop early. Walk to work or uni if you can. Not for me. Or even park a car park further away. Unless you've got heavy stuff, always take the stairs. I'm really bad for that. I always take the lift, elevator, whatever you want to call it. What about you guys? Do you always take the stairs or the elevator? If there's an option. They're both in front of you.
If I'm late to work, I take the stairs. Because the elevator at work really sucks. So if I know I'm going to be like running, like I need that extra minute, actually I go faster than the elevator on the stairs. So that's probably my exercise for the week. That one time I have to run up the stairs. I am not very energetic. Well, other than this and some other things, so I'm trying to be better because I've actually, you should be proud, I've actually quit drinking soda altogether in the last month, which I was a big junkie of soda, caffeine, and so on. So that's my first step. I figure a baby step. First put the soda, then next the starches. That'll be the hardest. So.
Okay. What about you, Nick? Stairs or elevator, lift?
Well, I take the stairs because I'm actually scared of the elevator, so it's not really an option for me. I have a fear, so no, I take the stairs for that reason. But to be honest, I don't have much of a fear because the last event I ran with the ECL guys, they knew I was scared of the elevator, so my job was basically taking boxes which couldn't be carried. So I had to take the elevator for about 3 hours solid. So it's not too bad, but I just try and do regular small things like 20 minutes of walking up and down the stairs. You know, small things like that, 20 minutes every day, and it does help.
Yeah. And Briscoe, I'm going to assume you always take the stairs unless you've got something super heavy.
I do always take the stairs. The elevators are actually only for officers and important people, so I'm forced to take the stairs. But for exercise, I was going to comment that I believe the exercise, it might not improve your reaction time because I think that's just drills that improve it. But what I do is if I get super stressed out over the game or anything, I use exercise to relieve that stress. Or I use it as the initiative to not lose anymore because after every loss, I try to do like some push-ups or sit-ups. So if I don't want to do any more push-ups or sit-ups, I guess I got to improve my gaming.
There you go. Perfect. Brilliant. That's it, yeah. So I hate doing push-ups, you asked me to, and yeah, anything like that. So that would motivate me to get better, actually. That's good. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I had an idea of something, because after I finish the housework, I tend to be sweating quite a lot. not necessarily tired physically,